Hello, my name is Ashley Scher. I'm the founder and CEO of ShareLove.Fund. And today we're going to do a 10-minute meditation for incarcerated women. Talking about looking for the good in relationships or just looking for the good in general. I'm going to change the lighting on this so you get to see the beautiful skyline of Mexico. You've probably heard people say that all relationships need work, and that one of the reasons we're hardwired is to pay more attention to things that go wrong. So if there's positives and negatives in a relationship, we're also usually just focused on what's not great about it. This hard wiring, it's really how we've evolved. We, as humans, have evolved to survive in a dangerous environment, and the people who have survived are sort of the people who are watching their back and saying, hey, what can be wrong in this situation? And that helps in surviving in a dangerous environment, but it's not very fun. It's a bit stressful to constantly be focused on what's going wrong. So just knowing that can kind of help us say, look, my mind is always going to go towards what's wrong because that's how I've evolved as a human. So now I'm going to take an extra step. And every morning when I wake up, for example, you can say I'm going to pick 3 things to be thankful for. Like, I smell a bad smell, but I'm thankful that my nostrils work. And I'm thankful that my mind is sane and that I know that that's a bad smell. And I know where I am right now. And I'm thankful that I have the strength to continue another day. Or whatever it may be. So focusing on having positive interactions or saying positive things can really help you get unstuck in the negative. There was a counselor who said, try to think of 5 positive things every day. Now let's take a few breaths and start this meditative practice. You can breathe through your nose and out your mouth in a comfortable seated position, or walking, or even laying on your back. For meditation, it's recommended that your spine is straight and that you're in an alert position. The hands can be placed on the knees, palm down, to really ground yourself. You can also have the palms up. It's also a common meditation technique to put the pointer finger and the thumb together. However feels comfortable. I sometimes like the palms down because when you feel like the world is spinning all around you, sometimes having your palms down helps you feel a little more secure. Sometimes rocking can be comforting as well. Let your breathing be normal. While you might be very mad at someone, remind yourself that you will feel better when you are on good terms. That being mad at them isn't really hurting them in this moment. It's hurting you because you have all the mad feelings inside of you, and that actually can physically make you sick. Like, that could actually make you get an ulcer or something like this. Nothing here is medical advice, and I'm not a doctor, but getting all worked up isn't really doing anything. It's not like motivating you to earn a degree with ShareLove.Fund or another degree that might be offered in your custodial facility. So it's not really doing anything to move you forward, be mad at someone. So remind yourself of that being mad at them is just a little bit hurting you in this moment. And that you'll feel better when you're on good terms with them. It's not about forgetting that they have hurt you, but rather about you making the deliberate choice of how you want to move forward in your life. While your brain will likely want to dwell on what's wrong, do your best to seek counter examples. Do your best to find thankfulness when you don't feel thankful even. You can look through other texts or messages of how everybody makes mistakes and try to gain perspective to not necessarily want to associate them if there's somebody that hurts you, but just to gain perspective. Like, you know what, it happens. Some people act like that. That person was probably hurt by somebody else before them, and it's like a domino effect. Like, try to make sense of it by gaining perspective. You can also think about times where you had fun with this person or appreciated this person. Sometimes the people that have hurt us the most have also helped us the most, so it's a little complicated. Sometimes people that are very helpful are also master manipulators, and manipulation has been a survival technique from the beginning of time. And for mankind, I mean, that is not a scientific fact, I don't really know, but I do know that in harsh environments, you know, people manipulate to survive. And so maybe someone who has protected you in the past has also protected themselves against you because they just had to survive. So by thinking of the good times with this person, that might give you compassion to sort of let go of some of that anger. Even if it feels awkward or if it feels like it's easier to stay mad, try to keep looking for the positives. When you find something positive, check how it feels in your body. Notice if you are resisting changing your mind, and really explore what that feels like. When you've found several examples, take a few more deep breaths and notice how you feel. Maybe there's something you need to say to this person or something you want to write in a journal. The last step is to take a moment to thank yourself for doing this activity. Whatever you think about it, what you've done is pretty remarkable. Instead of taking the easier route and staying with the predominant emotion, we're hardwired, we're predisposed to focus on the negative. But here you remember the good times. So you broke the default. You did a reset, a reboot just now, and you should feel really proud of that. You've proactively decided how you want to be. Not how you are, but how you want to be. And that was a major step, so you should give yourself a round of applause for that. For some additional perspective, all relationships have ups and downs. The practice is about finding good relationships that support you and your well-being. In your custodial facility, there may be a meditation group, or you may start one yourself. In our RYT 200 student manual, there is in handout 4B is a meditation kit, which talks about how to set up a meditation group in a custodial facility. You can also write to ShareLove.Fund if you seek advice on it. 41 Purdy Avenue, Suite 567, Rye, New York, 10580. This is not about forgiving unforgivable actions or staying in a relationship that hurts you. Trust your gut. This is about the challenge of letting go of anger to be the best version of yourself. If you are being hurt, abused, belittled, or manipulated, look for the good in yourself. Trust your instincts and talk to someone you can depend on. Research shows that thankfulness enhances interpersonal relationships. For those relationships that are healthy and supportive, Consider regularly writing thank you letters or notes to people in your life. We can choose to some extent who we associate with, and feelings of positivity are contagious. So to the extent you do have control, please try to associate with people who are going to bring you up. May the light in me be the light in you. Namaste. Have a blessed day.